One main concern our design hopes to eliminate is fuel dependence. In urban Nepal, LPG is by far the most common form of fuel for cooking, heating, lighting, or otherwise. This fuel is of course primarily imported from India and is therefore susceptible to price fluctuation. In rural Nepal, especially in the high mountain region of Sailung Dolaka, fuel imports and transportation costs become exponentially more expensive. It is for this reason our design will incorporate localized fuel generation by way of anaerobic digesters. Biogas is a sustainable, reliable, if properly maintained, clean fuel option with a multitude of useful applications. The inputs are waste from livestock, food, agriculture, and in many cases humans. When these elements are combined and mixed in a dome at proper temperatures and pressures, the output is raw biogas, which, when filtered, can be directly piped to a stovetop burner. The leftover slurry in the digester can then be used as active fertilizer. This process is an efficient, environmentally friendly option to fuel sourcing. The initial design will include 2 digesters located slightly downhill from the flatland, but still near the larger kitchen dining area. This simplifies the piping infrastructure, hides the smell of the digester, and locates the post-fermentation fertilizer near the agriculture. Part of the difficulty of anaerobic digester operation in high-altitude regions is maintaining optimum slurry temperatures during the winter months. This concern will be mitigated by thermal insulation of the dome, as well as a protective structure to shield the digester from weather variances. Beyond external protection, future plans will hopefully incorporate active solar heating for potential below freezing temperatures in the winter. In addition to energy, social and health motivations have greatly influenced the design of the digester operation. 3 key points summarize these influences: improved air quality, gender inequality, and employment. As it stands, the majority of rural villages use firewood, dung, and other solid forms of biomass as fuel for cooking. Stoves are typically primitive and highly inefficient. Suboptimal burning conditions generate extremely harmful, poisonous pollutants that directly affect those who are repeatedly exposed. Poor air quality in the kitchen is a leading cause of death as well as severe illness in Nepal and other communities in Asia and sub-Saharan Africa with insufficient energy access. When you cook inside, with minimal cross-ventilation, multiple hours a day, the kitchen very quickly becomes the most dangerous room in the house. Women, often the designated cooks for the family, bear the brunt of these consequences. Which brings us to gender inequality. Women are not only disproportionately exposed to high concentrations of harmful pollutants, they also spend much of their time searching and looking for fuel. These are hours that could be spent learning to read or write, as literacy rates for females in rural villages are troublingly lower than their male counterparts, nurturing or teaching children, or assisting in agricultural work and contributing to the primary source of family income. To be seen as producers, not strictly reproducers. Finally, proper maintenance and management of the anaerobic digester operation can and should be treated as a full-time job. In many cases of communal biogas operation, responsibility falls to no particular individual. There's no sense of personal accountability. As a result, the daily input requirement for the digesters is not always met, and biogas production plummets or stops altogether. By permanently employing workers to tend to the digesters, manage the daily inputs, and be responsible for the production of biogas, the likelihood of success is much higher. Employment not only provides a reliable source of income to promote higher standards of living, it legitimizes the biogas waste operations system as a model for local communities as well as neighboring villages to invest in similar protocols.